How's it going, everyone? The Packers released their second injury report this week, and it was actually their first practice since yesterday was more of a walkthrough. And we have some slight updates, some good, some bad. So to start off, Jair Alexander, once again, limited participant, will probably be a limited participant this entire week, and we won't really know what's going to be his status until Saturday or Sunday, as it is with every week. So as of right now, his practicing means nothing. Then Dillon, which was a new injury for him this week since usually he had a groin. It was confirmed by Dillon that he broke his thumb on the final drive against the Giants, which really sucks. So he did not participate at all in practice, and it's kind of seeming like he's not going to be able to play this Sunday, especially since, well, his thumb's broken. And he's a running back. We don't want him to fumble. So I really don't expect him to be suiting up against the Bucs this Sunday. Next up, we have Kingsley Enagbare with that toe injury. He was a limited participant. No real fear that he's actually going to not suit up against the Bucs. Then Elgton Jenkins with a shoulder injury did not participate today. Matt LaFleur didn't really state anything what's going on with Elgton Jenkins, but if we're to look at last week when kind of the same thing happened, they pretty much said they were trying to be smart with Elgton Jenkins, but there's no real fear that he won't start. So I feel like Elgton Jenkins will still be fine this week despite not participating and suit up against the Bucs. Then Aaron Jones continuing to be a limited participant. Now, Aaron Jones did say that he feels like he has a good chance of starting this Sunday, and that seemed to be the trend when we saw it last week, especially even though he came back to practice. They probably didn't want to bring him back that fast. But this week is looking like a better chance or a high chance that he'll actually come back. Now, what capacity or how much they want to run him will be interesting because, well, A.J. Dillon is probably not going to be starting. So if both A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones can't start, then we'll have Patrick Taylor and probably practice squad Kenyon Drake coming back up. Now, if Aaron Jones can start, I still see obviously Patrick Taylor probably spelling him, and Kenyon Drake should get called up because I wouldn't want just Patrick Taylor as our fully healthy running back. So I feel like either way, Kenyon Drake will probably get called up later this week. Moving along, we have Keyshawn Nixon with that quadricep injury, was a limited participant, still nothing real big injury news on his part. Jonathan Owens, knee injury, limited participant as well. No real fear that he won't be starting this week. And then we have Jayden Reed with that ankle injury, limited participant. He's kind of been banged up a lot, especially in the second half this year, but there's no real fear that he might not start, but still something we're going to monitor because our wide receiver group's getting banged up really fast. Then we have Darnell Savage with that shoulder injury, did not participate. They didn't really state much about Darnell Savage during the press conference, so we're going to be looking to see how his progress continues or if he'll be, once again, already held out because he's been pretty injury prone as the seasons progress. Then TJ Slayton with the quadricep injury is limited participant. No fear on his part if he will play. Then Eric Stokes still continuing to be a full participant. I really feel like he's going to get activated by the end of this week and be able to suit up for the Packers. Now, I don't think he'll start, but he'll definitely get some defensive snaps. So next we have Quay Walker, who had that shoulder injury, was a limited participant. Nice to see him back on the practice field. We'll see how he progresses on Friday and what game day designation they give him because of last week. They started off with doubtful, which you're not playing. So we'll see after Friday's practice where he ends up. Christian Watson with a hamstring injury didn't participate. I still don't really see him participating at all this week, and he'll probably be out against the Bucs. Then Dontavian Wicks, that is assumed to be a high ankle sprain. They haven't officially confirmed it, but we were pretty much assuming that he has a high ankle sprain. Was a limited participant, actually returned to practice, so that's actually kind of encouraging to see. We'll see how he progresses, and I feel like they might end up putting him as questionable after Friday's practice, which is a lot better than what I expected after hearing he had the ankle injury and that was probably high ankle sprain. So after Friday, we'll see where he lands. But as of right now, he returned to practice. Very encouraging to see, but it's not to be assumed that he'll actually be playing. So he's also part of our banged up wide receiver group. Then looking over at the Bucs injury report, they have Carlton Davis, didn't participate. Jamil Dean was a full participant, so it looks like he's going to be good for them to go. Will Golston didn't participate. Chris Godwin didn't participate. Ryan Neal didn't participate. Zach Triner didn't participate. Vita Vea also did not participate. So that's a lot of players for them not participating. But Devin White was a full participant, so it looked like he's going to be good to go. And that about wraps up the injury report for the Packers. We'll be definitely seeing how after Friday's practice, how it fully shapes up. But Some encouraging news, especially on the Aaron Jones side, Dontavian Wicks, but hearing AJ Dillon broke his thumb, that kind of sucked. But let me know what you think down in the comments. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, go Pack Go.